when you guys all said that you were voting for Donald Trump because he was going to bring mortgage rates down faster and grocery prices down faster? Well, he already said he's not going to bring grocery prices down. And now the Fed is saying those rate drops they promised to be cutting in 2025, they're not going to be able to do that because his tariff policy is so inflationary that they're not going to be able to drop those rates down the way they said they were going to. Shoot! Because inflation is going to keep going up. And inflation was on its way down before he won the election. Under, who was that again? Biden-Harris. They were bringing inflation down. But Donald Trump, his policies are inflationary. They're going to be going back up, which means rates can't go back down.
I find it interesting that Trump has invited Xi Jinping, the leader of China, communist China, to his inauguration. He's also invited Viktor Orban, another authoritarian leader. That's interesting, isn't it? So he's attacking our allies, Canada, Mexico, who are on our border, and he's inviting our adversaries to attend his inauguration. This would be the first time this has ever happened for any president, for the leader of China to be at a presidential inauguration. Now, we don't know if he's going to attend or not. I don't think there's been a response. But if he does, that would be something. I mean, who's next? Is he going to invite Putin to attend also? I mean, why not? You're inviting all your other friends. What about Kim Jong-un from North Korea? I mean, you guys wrote love letters to each other. I mean, just invite him too. Why not? It'll just be one big, happy, authoritarian family with a bunch of oligarchs in attendance.
So I think like the funniest thing about the whole F around and find out portion of this election is the sheer amount of cult members that still come in my comments when I give absolute proof from the source, and they go, BS, man, BS. My president would never do that to me. He would never let billionaires take away all of my veterans benefits or our Social Security. He wouldn't screw over my kids' education and not let him graduate because now he has to go into the military or go to college that I can't afford or a trade school that I can't afford. BS! All day. And I have given up. Not like I care, but I'm not trying to explain to them. I'm like, look, the article's right over here. No. I think it's going to be bittersweet when it hits. When it really hits. All the people going, well, you can't get into the military without a diploma. Well, you're not going to get a diploma unless you go in the military. That's what Stitt's doing right now.
The Republicans predicted a civil war, and it sounds like that's what we're getting, but not amongst all of us, just amongst the Republicans. Yeah, those crazy, goofy motherfuckers can't even get along with themselves. They're divided in the House, they're divided in the Senate. And now MAGA people are starting to look a little sideways at Elon Musk. See, Elon Musk and Donald Trump was talking about, let's get rid of all the immigrants. What they didn't know is that Elon Musk says, yeah, except for those really smart ones that work in the tech industry, they're fine. We'll just leave them where they are. And MAGA isn't feeling that. No, we're getting rid of everybody. And Elon says, no, we're not. So there's a bit of butting of heads going on between MAGA and Elon Musk. Elon Musk has a history of doing this, pissing people off. And when you decide to piss MAGA off, they get a little unruly.
Y'all, I got some tea on these MAGA supporters. They are definitely effing around and finding out. So my sister was going to the grocery store at Schnucks, and she was looking at these like white cheddar goldfish crackers. And a white lady comes up to her and she's like, man, these are really getting expensive. And you know what my sister said, who just graduated from the Washington University in St. Louis? She says, yeah, and they're going to get more expensive next year. And the white lady grabs her crackers and exits the scene expeditiously. Y'all, they really starting to realize the consequences of their actions. It's happening modern day. And I love the pettiness about how we're just letting them know, like, yeah, it's only gonna get worse. Like, this is your fault.
So apparently, several of the MAGA Muppets were silenced on X today by Elon Musk. A couple examples being Laura Loomer and Vivek Ramaswamy. Why were they silenced, you ask? Because Laura Loomer was talking shit about the fact that Elon Musk supports H-1B visas. So instead of having their daddy Trump settle the argument between his children, Elon Musk just demonetized them and took away their check marks. So, which is unfortunate for Laura Loomer, because who the hell's going to pay for her to fix her face?
You know, I'm not impressed with a lot of stuff that Donald Trump says. But every now and again, he says some shit that makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up. And last night, while he was tweeting, he said a little bit of something that caught my ear. And what he said was that this year was going to be the best year that we would ever have, or the best Christmas that we would ever have. Remember back in a few months ago when he said, if you vote for me, you will never have to vote again? It's those type of comments that he says that makes me say, what the fuck? Now, if this is supposed to be the best Christmas we'll ever have, what is next year supposed to be like when he's the president? Shouldn't he be saying the opposite of that? Shouldn't he be saying next year is going to be better than this year? Next year is going to be the best Christmas you've ever had. But no, he said the opposite of that. He said this year will be the best Christmas you've ever had. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Just like we vote this time and we let him win, then we'll never have to vote again. Now, if that don't make the hair stand up in the back of your neck, I don't know what will.